All right, fight fans, get ready for a deep dive you won't want to miss.
That's right, we're breaking down a featherweight showdown for the ages.
UFC 308, Holloway versus Topuria. This main event has fireworks written all over it.
It's the kind of matchup that has everyone talking, everyone wondering, could this be the one?
And that's what we're here to find out. Welcome to Brawl Science, where we dissect every angle of the fight game.
Think of us as your Octagon insiders, breaking down the styles, the strengths, the mental game, everything that goes into making a fight.
Exactly. We're digging deep so you don't have to.
We'll give you those aha moments.
So let's jump right into this featherweight firefight, shall we?
Let's do it.
In one corner, we've got the former champ, Max Blessed Holloway, coming in with a record of 25 wins and 7 losses.
And those aren't just any wins, are they? This is a guy who's faced the very best the division has to offer.
He's a true veteran of the sport, battle-tested, and then some.
Exactly. And when you watch Holloway fight, you see that experience every step of the way.
It's like watching a master class in volume striking and relentless pressure.
And that chin, don't even get me started on that chin.
It's legendary. The man has never been knocked out in his pro career.
Never. And he's been in there with some heavy hitters, believe me.
So we know Max Holloway can take a punch, but he can also dish them out. This is a guy who averages over 7 significant strikes landed per minute. Let that sink in for a moment.
7 strikes per minute, every minute. Most fighters are aiming for half that.
It's insane. He just drowns opponents in a sea of punches. And he doesn't slow down. Round after round is that same relentless pace. Dustin Poirier, Alexander Volkanovski, even Justin Gaethje in that BMF title fight. They all felt the Holloway storm.
And that's what makes him so dangerous. It's not just the volume, it's the pace, the pressure, the fight IQ. He knows how to break opponents down, both physically and mentally.
But as we all know, every fight starts fresh. And across the octagon stands a man on a mission. Ilia El Matador Topuria, with a perfect record of 14 wins and absolutely no losses.
Undefeated, and you know it's scary. He's finished every single one of those fights.
We're not talking decisions here, are we?
Nope. This guy is a finisher, plain and simple, 9 knockouts, 5 submissions, 100% finishing rate.
So right off the bat, you've got this incredible contrast. The volume and experience of Holloway
versus the raw power and finishing instincts of Topuria. It's a classic clash of styles, isn't it? You've got the boxer versus the puncher, the marathon runner against the sprinter.
And when you really look at the details, it gets even more interesting.
Because Topuria's aggression, it's different. We're not just talking about a guy who swings for the fences here.
Right, there's a method to the madness.
Exactly. He's calculated, cutting off the cage, putting on the pressure, forcing his opponents to fight his fight.
That's got to be a different kind of challenge for someone like Holloway, who's used to being the one dictating the pace.
Right. Holloway backing someone up against the cage. That's what we're used to seeing.
So what happens when the tables are turned? Can Holloway handle that kind of pressure? Can he create space? Can he find those openings for his combinations when he's the one on the back foot?
$1 million question, my friend. Because if Topuria can get inside, trap Holloway, unleash those power shots, well, we've seen what happens when those land.
Lights out.
Exactly.
And it's not just the striking either, is it? I mean, we can't forget about Topuria's ground game.
Absolutely not. The guy is legit grappler, and while Holloway's no slouch on the mat himself, Topuria might see an opening there.
Mix things up, take Holloway out of his element, maybe even hunt for a submission.
That's right. Keep Holloway guessing, disrupt his rhythm. Can you imagine the look on Holloway's face if Topuria shoots for a takedown in the first round?
It would be unexpected, that's for sure.
To say the least. And you know what else adds to this whole thing? The trash talk.
Oh, yeah. Topuria hasn't been shy.
Not one bit. He's out there saying Holloway's ducking him at lightweight, trying to protect that BMF belt.
Bold strategy, calling out the former champ like that.
Right. But you do have to wonder if there's any truth to it. I mean, Holloway looked incredible against Gaethje at 155.
He did. But on the flip side, Topuria's been pretty vocal about wanting to conquer 2 divisions. So is this just pre-fight hype to get in Holloway's head, or is there a genuine rivalry brewing here?
Either way, it adds a whole other layer of intrigue to this matchup, doesn't it?
For sure. You've got 2 guys at the top of their game, both with their eyes on championship gold, and now they're set to collide in what could be a legacy-defining fight. Talk about a recipe for an instant classic. You've got technical brilliance, the knockout power, the championship stakes.
And just a little sprinkle of trash talk on top.
Always adds to the drama, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And, you know, looking at this matchup on paper, you could argue that Topuria's power is Holloway's biggest test yet.
Yeah, we've seen Holloway weather some serious storms in there, but can he handle those kinds of bombs from a guy like Topuria? That's the big question, right?
The million-dollar question, right? Can that legendary Holloway chin hold up against the force of nature that is Ilia Topuria? Or will he have to switch things up, play it safe, maybe even use his own grappling to neutralize Topuria?
Interesting. Because we're so used to seeing Holloway dictate the pace, right? But will he be forced to make adjustments in this fight? Will we see a different side of Max Holloway?
That's what I'm most excited to see. Does he stick to the game plan that's brought him so much success? Or does he dig deep and pull something new out of the bag?
Because Holloway, he's always got something up his sleeve, doesn't he?
Always.
Remember that point-down moment in the Gaethje fight?
How could I forget?
Classic Holloway.
Ice in his veins. And Topuria hasn't forgotten it either. He's even called Holloway out on it, saying he wouldn't last long enough to pull that kind of stunt in their fight.
Ah, so you've got that added layer of psychological warfare going on? Topuria trying to get in Holloway's head.
And Holloway probably loving every second of it.
Oh, absolutely. Because that's the thing about Holloway. He thrives on pressure. The bigger the fight, the brighter he shines.
He's a true warrior, no doubt about it.
And that's what makes this fight so captivating.
Yeah.
You've got the clash of generations, the test of wills, the chance for both fighters to cement their legacies.
And at the end of the day, someone's zero's got to go. Will it be Topuria's undefeated streak, or will Holloway prove once again why he's considered one of the greatest featherweights of all time?
Man, I am counting down the days until these two step into the octagon.
Me too. It's going to be electric.
All right, fight fans, now we want to hear from you. Who you got in this main event showdown? Do you think Holloway's experience and that iron chin will be enough to overcome Topuria's knockout power? Or will Topuria do what no one else has been able to do and hand Max Holloway his first ever knockout loss? Head over to Brawl Science on YouTube and let us know your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our fight breakdowns and deep dives into the world of combat sports. We'll see you in the next one.